Hello, it is Alston with another Project 24 update. Today I'm going to update you on 4 of my sites for the last 15 months. Now, before I get started, I do want to give you a little bit of an overview and background of what Project 24 is. Project 24 is a course or a series of mini courses created by Jim and Ricky, the creators of Income School and the Income School YouTube channel. I joined Project 24 way back in September of 2019. I think it was September 7th of 2018, excuse me. I joined it because I watched a number of their YouTube videos and I found value because they were really talking about blogging the right way. They weren't talking about black hat SEO. They weren't talking about backlinking. They weren't talking about any of those things. They were talking about just creating great content, and then eventually Google would find you and you could start creating passive income that could replace your full-time income. Now, since the time that I joined Project 24, they have added a number of different things. When I first joined, there were 60 steps to start finding success with blogging. Since then, they have added a YouTube mini course. They have added an avocado WordPress theme, 100% free theme. I've actually created a couple videos on that and how fast that WordPress theme is when compared to some of the other themes that are out there. They've also created a course on Pinterest. They just continue to add different pieces of content to continue to add value for their members. In addition to those mini courses, they have a podcast. They actually let you in behind the scenes, actually a few weeks before they upload it to YouTube, about some of the changes that are coming from either Google or YouTube or even changes that they're making with regards to their website. So if you are interested in learning more about Project 24, there is a link in the description. It'll be the first link in the description to learn about Project 24 for yourself. If you are interested in getting organic search results or getting found organically, Project 24 is a pretty good course for you to be a part of. Without further ado, let's take a look at 4 of my sites. Now, the first site that you see on the screen is my largest site. It has about 100 blog posts. In addition, it has probably close to 30 YouTube videos. Now, the interesting thing about this site, in the recent weeks, I've seen an uptick in site traffic, commissions, payouts, purchases. So this site is doing better now, but as you can see on the screen, there was a little bit of a struggle. Now, that struggle, in my opinion, was attributed to a few different things. First, I didn't do keyword research as well as I could have. One of my issues when I first got started was I was trying to just go too fast. I was in such a hurry to start making the money that I didn't slow down long enough to do things the right way. And in fact, if you look around the January, August, you can see there's an uptick in activity and page views. That's because I got better over time with keyword research. Also, I'm in a relatively small niche, and that niche is actually very seasonal. If you look, we are entering obviously the buying season for developed countries, and people are making purchases now. Back in, let's say, February, March, April, May, June, I may not have as much traffic and I may not have as much sales or commissions. And so that's something that you need to consider when you are creating your website or you're thinking about blogging. While you'll still get traffic, it won't be as much. Depending on the niche that you pick, especially if it's a seasonal niche, it won't be as much as it could be if you pick more of an evergreen. When I picked my niche, I thought it was evergreen because when I did the research, I did it in summer, and I wasn't really thinking about. I don't know what I was thinking, quite honestly. But this is my traffic for this site. It has over 13,000, almost 14,000 page views, 9,000 unique views, an average time on page 53 seconds, a bounce rate of 49.86%, and an exit percent of 55.25. Now, those last 2 metrics I actually attribute to the avocado theme. Again, that's that free WordPress theme if you are a Project 24 member. I believe if you're not a Project 24 member, you pay maybe $100. I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, let's continue on. This is where my traffic comes from. Only recently had my organic search results overtaken direct. I think there is something a little bit off with that, quite honestly, because when I go into my Google Search Console, it is recording more organic search results and clicks versus my Google Analytics. If I continue on, this is where my traffic is coming from. One interesting thing that you'll note is my number one search result, my number one organic search result is actually Bing, followed by Yahoo. The problem with that is if you're looking to get found organically, you want to be found by Google. Google should be number one on your list because it's the largest search engine. Everyone uses it. And so if Google isn't top of your list, you're going to see results like mine. As I mentioned to you a little bit earlier, my keyword research did get a little bit better, and you'll actually notice that on some of my other sites. But if you look at the screen here, Google Organic is all the way 8th, and that's after Bing, Yahoo, Facebook, DuckDuckGo, Quora, YouTube. And so what I did, some of the things that I've done with this site is I used a free plugin called Blog2Social. Basically what happens with that is once you submit a post, it gets fanned out to all of the social media networks that you connect to it. And so that's why Facebook is as high as it is. In addition, you can actually schedule posts to be sent out as frequently as you want, and so that can help as well. So that's why Facebook actually shows up on there as well as LinkedIn. As you can see, YouTube actually boosts a little bit. So if you're on the fence about YouTube, actually on that channel, I don't show my face at all, I don't believe. And so YouTube can help you as well. If we continue on and take a look at where my traffic is coming from, as you can see, this is exactly what you want. You want people that are willing to spend money in order to solve a problem. So United States, United Kingdom, Canada, India, Australia, exactly what you want to see. If they're not one of those countries I mentioned, usually they're just looky-loos, or they maybe cannot afford to invest in solving their problems. And so you definitely want to target first world or developed countries. So that is my largest site number 1. Site number 2 only has, I would say, about 45 blog posts. I started this one October 25th or 24th of 2018. I got the first 60 steps, or my first 30 blog posts, completed the first week of January, so like January 5th of 2018. That is why you see basically no movement here in the first few months. But then, as you can see, there is some significant uptick in traffic. Page views 5,673, unique views 5,318, average time on page 3 minutes and 11 seconds, bounce rate 90.87, exit percent 88.22. If you notice, my first site has a bounce rate and an exit percent of half of this site. The reason why is this site actually uses X theme. It was a theme that was recommended by Income School and Jim and Ricky at the time that I joined, but since then, in the free avocado theme, I have switched that one over. Now, the interesting thing with this avocado theme is you can actually install this WordPress theme on as many sites as you want to, as long as they're your sites. Obviously, you couldn't do something like contract. You couldn't resell your WordPress themes or let your friend borrow them. They would have to be your actual themes. So if we click on the next slide here, as you can see, my traffic is mostly organic, which is exactly what you want to see if you are looking to create a blog for SEO, search engine optimization. We continue on. Organic is number 1, Google Organic. This is exactly what you want to see if you are creating content and not focusing on backlinks or some of those black hat tactics, followed by direct. Facebook, again, it has that Blog2Social plugin. Bing, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, YouTube. I actually only have 10 videos on here, and I haven't updated it in over a year. Facebook, my website, and I'm not sure what that one is. If we continue on, again, United States, Canada, United Kingdom, India. The interesting thing about this niche is it's actually a much larger niche, a much broader niche, and more people are going to be looking for information for this niche. So it's much popular. I'm actually seeing a lot of commissions more recently in this niche because it's something that everyone needs, and everyone is looking for a deal because we are in the Christmas holiday season. So if we close this one here, this is what I call my travel site. It is called learnkenosha.com, I believe. And the interesting thing with this website is it actually started out as a listing site. So what I did was I drove around Kenosha and I took pictures of almost every restaurant in Kenosha. And then I went and grabbed, I have a YouTube video that talks about how to find web design clients. I actually went to a local library and found a database where you could actually import all of the restaurants all over the United States, but I limited to Kenosha, and you can actually import it right into this listing directory. And so the plan was that I would sell ad space or directory space to the businesses here and around Kenosha. The only problem with that is I wanted to get traffic first. It's hard to sell someone on $100 monthly ad or listing if you can't prove that traffic was going to come. And so what I did starting in January, I believe, I started creating some content. I only got maybe less than 20 blog posts created. It's an issue that I talk about frequently. Trying to maintain 4 blog posts in when you work full time is kind of difficult, so I kind of pulled back on that. But as you can see, my traffic is it was pretty consistent here, and then it looked like it actually picked up a little bit. So if we take a closer look, direct, organic, social, and referral. And direct, people are coming directly, followed by Google, which is very good. Facebook, LinkedIn, Facebook again, Bing, Yahoo, Baidu again, and T.co. I actually also with this site, I had the blog to social, and the interesting thing with this is the blog to social, you can set up so that it sends out blog post notifications as frequently or infrequently. Actually, I had it set up so that it was sending out these blog notifications multiple times per week, I believe 3 or 4. So that's why you see Facebook showing up in LinkedIn, because it was automatically getting sent out to those social media networks. If we continue on, because of the location, because of my location, I consider really anything outside the United States not necessarily valid traffic. Maybe they're trying to hack, maybe they're trying to, I don't really know what they're doing, but I don't really consider anything outside the United States valid. One thing about this site, it uses it's called Listing Pro WordPress theme. As you can see, the bounce rate is significantly higher and the exit percent is higher as well. All right, so let's take a look at the final site and pound for pound, my most successful site. Now, this site only has 10 blog posts. And the reason why I like to show this site off is because how well it has done, considering. This site I began again in January of 2019. It didn't get very far because I was quite frankly overwhelmed with all of the different work that goes into creating blog posts on four different sites. So I created 10 and then I stopped. It doesn't have any pictures or any images. It just has a logo. I think it's in black and white. There's nothing else on it. This site is actually doing fairly well considering there's no ads on, nothing like that. So in that time, it has almost 6,000 page views, 5,300 unique views, average time on page 3 minutes 50 seconds, bounce rate 88.24%, exit percent of 86.67. This site also uses the X theme. If we continue on, and actually this calls back to what I'd mentioned a little bit earlier. As you write more, you'll get better. As you do more keyword research, you'll get better. And this fourth site is proof of that. So this is where my traffic comes from. Obviously exactly what you want to see if you are creating organic content or content centered around search engine optimization. Google leads the way by a large margin, followed by direct, Bing, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, Facebook, and I haven't done any marketing for this site. I haven't tried to drive traffic to this site at all. So anything that's happening on Facebook is someone pushed it on Facebook. Someone found it online and pushed it on Facebook, and people are finding it. Finally, United States, United Kingdom, Canada, India, Australia, exactly the sites that you want to see if you are looking to get found organically and make money with this site. So I answer this question pretty frequently, and yes, I do believe that Project 24 is valuable. I quite honestly don't know where I would be in my pursuit of making money online if I didn't at least attempt Project 24. I have learned a ton. I'm sure that if you decide to go on with Project 24, you would learn a ton as well. I understood affiliate marketing, understood some of the other ways to make money online. I just didn't understand how to start getting traffic. It's very intimidating going against a huge site like, let's say, like Amazon.com. If you are this little tiny guy, which I am, and how do you even begin to gain traffic? How do you even get your first visitor, someone other than your family and friends checking you out? And so this page, Project 24, helped out with that. If you are looking for something similar, if you're looking for a course that will help you with organic results, whether it's YouTube, Pinterest, or blogging, definitely check out Project 24. There is a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, so if you purchase the product using my affiliate link, I can and do receive a commission. If you have any questions, definitely go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be happy to answer every single question. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Before I forget, I do want to inform you that some of the links that you will see in your description are affiliate links, and I do and can receive a commission if you click on those links and purchase a product.